I haven't copied in the stream. Oh, there we go. Go live. Go live. Yo, what's up? What's up, everyone? It just occurred to me that I completely forgot about my headphones. I need to connect those to my laptop. That is crucial. But I am early to the stream. I am early to the stream. I've accomplished that much. Okay, I think I made a mistake there. I think I tried to turn the power off when it was already on. That was a bit of a mistake. My apologies. My apologies. Why is my second laptop frozen on this? Okay. The stream should be live now, so I feel like this should be yep, I feel okay, it's working now. Okay. Audio test. We'll do that real quick. The stream should be live now, so I think that's good. Okay. We have audio working. It's all good. Okay. And we have the mic working again. Wow. Okay. So I guess I just have to continuously disconnect and reconnect, or else that's just going to keep happening. Because my mic decided it didn't have enough ways to ruin my streams. My mic decided, I haven't failed in enough ways yet. I have to just keep inventing new ways to mess up, to just ruin everything. Because I am a menace to society. I am simply a menace to society. So my voice was completely muted for like a while because my mic just decided to not work until I reconnected it. So there's that. Anyway, time to go back into the Discord call and actually, not like fail immediately. That would be nice. I have it set to this on Discord. The mic better not instantly die again. That would be really inconvenient. I wouldn't be a fan. Wouldn't exactly be, enjoy that process. See, this Hunger Games stream is going to be a bit different. We're actually planning it to be a two-parter, so I'm going to, pause the stream in the middle after the first part is done, because American Elephant, my friend Kevin, he actually can, in fact, join for, an hour or so, maybe a little bit more, for around here, but then he has to leave, and he can't come back for the evening, so I'm just going to have, someone else show up during the evening, if that's possible. And if it's not possible, we're just going to just end the stream then and there, I guess, I could transition into, doing something completely different. I could just go back on, Hypixel again, I guess. That would work, I suppose. I mean, Lord knows William would join me in that case, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Right. Yeah, Kevin should be a few minutes probably. It would make sense if he was a few minutes. How's everyone been doing in the chat? How's everyone been doing? I I'm using the opportunity to ask this question before my mic kills itself again. You know how it is. It's only a matter of time. I'm asking my 0 concurrent viewers. Yeah, I have a huge audience. I'm kind of a big deal. I'm kind of a big deal. You know, I'm doing okay. I'm doing fine. I have an assignment due in like a few days, but it's very simple. I'm sure I'll be fine. I'm sure I'll be fine. I must confess I've been pretty tired lately. I haven't been feeling like bad or anything. I've just been feeling kind of exhausted. I don't really know why. Maybe it's because of a lack of sleep, even though I have an appropriate amount of sleep. I have like a pretty fair amount of sleep to be having, but you know, sometimes I just need even more than that. It's just how it is. It's just how it is. And I still sit here alone with no one. No one at all. Okay, one concurrent viewer. We're really popping off here, chat. We're really popping off. One single concurrent viewer, that's amazing. That is just, this is peak stream. No, we lost the one concurrent viewer. Oh, what am I gonna do? There's nothing left. There's nothing left. It's over. It's over. It's simply all over. I can't carry on like this. I need at least one person to watch my channel. One person. Otherwise, it would be for nothing. Nothing. Oh. Yeah, I mean, these yawns are probably reinforcing the whole tired thing. Am I too tired to do? Am I too tired? Am I too tired to do the streams? No. No, of course not. Who do you think I am? Who do you think I am? A cheap state? A cheap state? Not happening. It's not happening. No cheapskate behavior from me. Okay, okay, so American Elephant is responding, okay. Yeah, he should be here in a few minutes. What do I do in the meantime? What do I do in the meantime? I probably should have kept Minecraft open. That might have been a good backup for like stream entertainment. Because now I'm just kind of stuck on this blank screen. I don't really have anything to do. I didn't really think this through, did I? What else can I talk about? Lobato showed me JoJo Part 1 last night. It was pretty good. Really good actually. And apparently it just gets goofier after that, which is definitely something I'm looking forward to. JoJo is a fun show. And this is apparently the least goofy of all of the parts. Wow, okay. Yep, that says a lot about JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. That sure does say a lot. I mean, yeah. Oh, oh, I shouldn't have scrolled down. Oh, I've ruined the moment. That would have been such a funny surprise. Oh no. What have I done? What have I done? What have I done? I've made a huge mistake. I've made a terrible, terrible mistake. An awful miscalculation. I've made a continuous lapse in my judgment. I shouldn't have done that. I mean, at least I have more to talk about now, but holy shit, this is so funny. Yarichi overpowers Boris Johnson, killing him. He saved the world. He simply saved the world. The evil has been slain. It's so over. The evil has been slain. This is the real end of Demon Slayer. You know, Boris Johnson, he was the actual final boss. He was the actual final demon. Muzan, you know, just a puppet, just a puppet. He's got nothing on Boris Johnson. Actually, Margaret Thatcher might be the real final boss. Boris Johnson's kind of just like the henchman. I feel like Margaret Thatcher is probably like the real final boss of demon kind. It just makes sense. Oh, wait, I know what I can do while I'm waiting. I know exactly what I can do. It's easy. I can simply... I can actually start the screen share. I can actually start the screen share, and then... And I won't have to... I won't be told I forgot about it. See, I have prep time. I'm like Batman. See, I'm a genius. I'm a genius. Now they can't make fun of me. They can't make fun of me. It won't happen. No one can make fun of me this time, because I actually had the stream open from the beginning. Incredible. I've broken the cycle. I've broken the cycle, folks. 3 concurrent viewers. Oh. Oh, now this is what I like to see. All right, this is epic. All right, we're getting there, folks. If we keep going up by this rate, we're gonna reach 1,000 viewers very soon. Just keep exponentially. Oh, it went down to 0 again. Oh, I allowed myself to have a shred of hope. Oh, a simple shred of hope, and it was it, and I shouldn't have done it. It was a mistake, a critical error. Oh, my hubris. Oh, my hubris, my ego, my ego. Oh, my ego has been hurt. Oh no. I'm gonna turn into Walter White. My ego has been slightly damaged, and now I'm going to start a drug empire. That is a very reasonable response to this situation, I think. Oh, I'm going to just commit a bunch of crimes. Oh, I will do it. Oh, American Elephant's in the VC. His mic might not be working. My mic gave him the plague. My mic gave his mic the plague. It's terrible. Well, this is gonna... Yep, okay. Well, that's fine. That's fine. Are we gonna get more viewers again? Are we gonna get more viewers again? This is riveting content. This is riveting content. I can't believe there are not hundreds flocking to this stream. Unbelievable. People just don't know what they're missing out on. People just don't understand.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, finally. Gee, sorry that took a minute. That was just...
No, that's fine. That's fine.
Everything out. I've been stuck on this assignment all afternoon. Went into the same problem. Then I had charger, and it's the whole thing. I had pushed stuck on still.
Oh, it's
so
all right. It's all right.
I'm here now.
Okay.
All right, I'm ready.
Okay.
Here we go.
We start off with a really, really funny event, I will say that. I scrolled down unintentionally and I saw it. But after Mr. Stubbins grabs a shield leaning on the cornucopia, guess what happens next? Yerlichi overpowers Boris Johnson. I feel like it's not really surprising.
Shit, wait. For some reason, I can't see the stream.
Have you clicked on it?
Yeah, it says I've been disconnected.
I guess, okay, so click off the stream and then click back on the stream would be what I would say.
All right,
Does it?
There we go. Now it's working.
Okay, great. Can you see what's on screen right now?
Yes, it's a hedgehog named Mr. Stubbins. Boris Johnson overpowering you.
I feel like Boris Johnson would be like a very, very, very good demon to kill off.
Yeah, from everything I've heard about the guy, that's pretty.
It's pretty accurate. The real final boss of demon. The real final boss of demonkind would be Margaret Thatcher, but Boris Johnson is close. He's like the henchman.
Sounds about right.
I probably should have mentioned this before, but I don't have my face cam because I'm using a new laptop for streaming now, and it's a real hassle to set up stuff for my new laptop. So until I figure it out on my own, I'm just not going to use my face cam. This mic it's fine. My disembodied voice is enough.
And no worries. It's not like I don't even really sit down and watch the on YouTube anyway, so
I
this
only
works
listen to
perfectly fine
them.
for me.
I only listen to them, so it doesn't matter anyway. Okay, Von
And I
Karma
mean, you've made
finds Shen
alright.
hiding in the cornucopia and kills him. That's
Mhm.
impressive.
Yeah. Lord Shen is not that easy to kill. I don't know
Not
who
really.
I don't know much about Von Karma. I don't even know if
Von
I know what
Karma's just a
franchise.
lawyer.
Yeah, so whoever this
I don't know
bitch
if she has
thinks she
combat
is,
skills.
yeah, that's impressive. About
I
Lord
mean, she does
Shen,
have like
all people.
a lasso that she uses to like throw at people, but I don't know if that's like a thing she's actually really proficient at, or if she just does it for the sake of dramatic tension in the games.
Yeah.
I
And
Who
even if you
knows?
take away Shen's can, still got a bitchin' amount of blip up his feathers, and so I doubt
Yeah.
that the rope would
I
do
don't.
shit.
It's very unlikely unless she like threw the lasso around Shen's neck or something and just strangled him, which is now how I headcanon this fight ending.
He can somehow fit a whole fucking, like, bladed staff up that robe. Like, in the movie, there's a shot where it looks like it just retracts out of his sleeve. Holy shit, how the hell were you hiding that?
I
I
haven't the
highly
slightest
doubt.
clue. Yeah, no, I think Shen would probably win in the fight if we're being realistic. I don't know any Von Karma's abilities are not like known to me. Maybe she has like some secret weapon. I have no idea. I haven't the slightest clue. But from what I understand, it probably wouldn't happen. Also, you were gonna say something before this event, and we kind of glossed over that.
Oh, yeah, shit, I lost my train of I think it might have
It was
been
something
the
about like you've watched content from me or something like that.
Oh, I was just going to when you made the, yeah, the disembodied voice comment, I was like, "Well, I know you've made content with, your, Minecraft skins. It's not exactly a disembodied voice, but
True.
it's
Yep, I have done that.
Alright,
You'd
what
be
do we
right.
got up next?
Tsubomi falls into a pit and dies. Nothing terribly exciting, just kind of depressing. But she is
And
like
I
a
don't know who this
normal.
character.
That's just like a normal girl. I am not surprised that this is how. Oh, Lord English's PFP is broken. That's fitting for a Homestuck character.
I
Breaks the
love the
G-Man's
idea that
nose for a basket of bread. That makes sense.
I know so little about, homes that I just love the idea that Lord English at PFX, like, it's just a block of gray with that text as the
Yeah,
far as I know
truly.
at this.
Yeah,
I could see G-Man, and that's
I could as well. Same. Hero Brian
oh
accidentally
god,
recites the speech that instantly kills you.
he would. I can see that happening. Hero Brian is in such a balance between seriousness, absolutely not.
It really depends on what version of Hero Brian we're talking about. Because there's a version of
I
Hero Brian. Because there's a dude named what is his name? Mr. Fudge Monkeys, and he makes this series called Annoying Villagers. And the Hero Brian in that is very goofy, like to the umpteenth degree. I've only seen a couple episodes,
oh,
but like
that
I
looks like
I don't know. He might also be the same person who does those meme videos about like Fat Hero Brian, but that might be a different
I
person. I
was
may not.
just thinking that. I was looking at the model, I'm like, "Wait a fucking second, is this the guy who makes the fat Hero Brian seen in
Yeah, I think it
gifts?"
is. I'm not 100% sure. It might be a different person, but oh,
Ah.
oh, um,
Oh!
oh God, oh
Listen,
God, Kevin,
that is
that's
oh my god. I mean,
that's
it's an
pretty brutal.
effective way to kill a demon. Jeez.
Except it doesn't even kill her because this is a non-fatal event.
Right! Actually, wait, yeah, the only thing that can kill them is, like, the burning of the severing. That's a bit iffy now,
It's
so
actually
it's
consistent.
like
The whole joke with this event is that it's super overly violent, but it doesn't actually kill anyone.
I'm reminded
So
now, have you heard of the series
so Nezuko
Oh,
survived
sh
that.
Nezuko's technically survived that no matter what
Yep.
bit Polnareff.
Jesse kills Polnareff with a sickle. That is not possible. I haven't gotten to the part in JoJo where Polnareff shows up, but it's redundant. But it does not matter in the slightest because Polnareff is a JoJo character at the end of the day.
Yeah, I remember next to nothing about what my brother's a Polnareff, but just knowing it's a joke. Yeah, Jesse's dead.
Yeah, just knowing it's a JoJo character, I think Jesse's dead.
Also,
I totally forgot to read out this event. Miles Morales unloads an entire SMG magazine into Nezuko's head, stabs her 28 times in the chest, cuts her in half with a chainsaw, rips out and eats all her vital organs one by one, and casts her remains into a live volcano, which she survives, because I guess the volcano
yeah.
isn't a Nichiren volcano.
You know what that
Oh,
reminds me of? Like just that
not like that would
text.
kill her
Have you ever
anyway,
heard?
technically, considering after what happened at the
Have
end
you
of
ever heard of?
Swordsmithville.
Have you heard of what is it? Llamas with hats.
I have heard of it. Never seen it, though.
Okay, so
I
so
know
the
it's like
premise is
an
basically
animated series with like a lot of gore and stuff like that.
yeah, it's it though every episode is basically just llamas. One named Carl who's and it's the other llama reacting to Carl's shit. And this is totally on brand. I could see this being like, Carl, what did you do? Well, see, there was this child. Yes. And so I walked up to her. Okay. And I stabbed her 28 times in the chest, cut her in half, ripped out and ate her vital organs one by one, and then cast her remains into a live volcano. Carl! I thought I was doing a Carl. I just heard like it had to be done. Child, Carl. And like I could totally see that being an episode of Llamas with Hats.
Oh yeah, for
Oh
real.
my
For real.
god.
That does make sense. Pyro falls into a pit
Not
and
Pyro.
dies. I think he thought the pit that was just like a puddle or something. Like he just saw it as like a puddle to
Yeah,
stomp in.
absolutely.
Heisenberg shoots an arrow into the ant's head.
It's
This is the
impressive considering how arrow into an head with how small they
just
are.
that specific ant. He was like, fuck this ant in particular.
Exactly. Indy grabs a
Yeah.
shovel. That's not a good
Gideon eats live Tracker Jackers, mistakenly thinking they're regular beets. That is so in character. You totally would die like this.
Bill totally could have tricked him.
I feel like the Tracker Jackers would just be some fucked up thing that Bill would make up.
Yeah.
They would be like one of his conjurings. Bosnia kills Mike Ehrmantraut as he tries to run. The entire nation of Bosnia, yeah, I don't think Mike stood much of a chance. Although he is Mike.
My question is what would get him into trouble with Bosnia in the first place? Because even the meth industry's interesting as a motive.
I'm pretty sure that being like a global criminal would maybe do that.
That would probably get.
Yeah, I feel like
Here
that
we
would be
go.
why. Gyu addresses the game makers directly and begins monologuing, lecturing them about how their actions are immoral and need to stop right now if they want any hope of forgiveness. The game makers respond by firing a guided missile directly at Gyu, killing him instantly. Tragically, Dr. Tori is also caught in the explosion. I'm really shocked that killed Dr. Tori. She's supposed to be like an eldritch goddess.
That makes sense actually. Looking at the design, I just thought it was like a cool, fucked up visual look for the character. But
I mean, it is that,
Eldritch-ish
but
god,
also she's basically a goddess.
that makes it make even more sense.
But Gyu is the kind of person who would monologue like this.
He would honestly. I could totally see him giving.
Yeah, I like when
So
the character actually makes sense. Because usually it's a character who would never in a million years. It's usually an evil character who gets this event, and I'm just sitting here like, why would you say that? Like, you would take the game maker's
right.
side. You would do the same thing yourself,
Sometimes,
actually.
sometimes the game is funnier when it's more accurate. Frank.
Exactly. It's also really funny when it's the complete opposite of accurate. The two extremes. The core
Oh,
turns frogs
this one
gay
had
by
me laugh.
putting chemicals in the water, but accidentally touches the water and overdoses on gay. I mean, the gay was already there when the core was possessing Marcy.
Right, yeah, and if you want to take it further, I mean, Sasha's half gay. and she took her out. So that's
Half
it's halfway
gay.
there in a sense. Oh god,
Truly,
Steve
truly.
grabbing a
Steve grabs
shovel.
a shovel. Lady Olivia sees Dream SMP fan art online and immediately dies from septic shock. The GIF here makes this way funnier.
Yes, absolute. And it's so in character as
Waddles
well, which
Waddles brutally attacks Rose Lalonde. Just imagine just being brutalized like this by like a random pig.
yeah, like not even
And
when he has his
the worst part is he's voiced by Neil deGrasse Tyson.
that would be my question. Would he have the Ask Tyson? That's what I want to know.
Does he just like scream in a Neil deGrasse Tyson voice while he's attacking Rose? I
I
feel
would
like
make a gag out. I would try to recreate right now, but I don't even log to say like the voice I could do, but I have no idea even write that in my
it's just the scream. I don't know. I don't think it's that complicated. A crazy Dave sets Aaron Davis on fire with a Molotov. Their last names were too similar. He wanted no competition. It had to be done.
no
Mitsuri dies of
subdivisions.
ball fart. What the fuck? Okay, well that just happened. Winston Payne addresses the game makers directly and begins monologuing. I don't think Winston Payne is a good person enough to do this. But but I'm just imagining him phrasing this as like a legal argument, like objection. It is illegal to hold a deaf tournament. But yeah, he dies from that.
Uh, Imagine if a lawyer actually voice, or that would be like an icon character right out the
True.
gate.
True.
I love just like saying actually, but I love doing it with or like the squill because it just adds so much. Um, like it just visually.
Actually, yeah. Elon Musk purchases the brain of Dr. Mann and makes him start spewing out right-wing conspiracy theories. Dr. Mann is promptly euthanized. Does he euthanize himself? Is the question. He is a doctor.
True,
Does he
and
just
I don't
like
know much about this. I don't know much about this Doctor
he
Man
just turns to
guy.
himself and he's just like, it's gone too far. I'm starting to believe in QAnon. I have to end this.
That would Now that would be an interesting character. Whether he keeps living with that bullshit, that's to itself out before it's spread. Oh, any
Yeah.
water.
Benoit Blanc
Oh
kills
god, the
Mr.
gnomes.
Stick as he tries to run. Yeah, the gnome has a spear, but this gnome is
Can
apparently
we
chill. I think it's
now that now that I'm reminded, can we get Benoit Blanc with a gun? Third movie, even if it's a little out of character, can we get write a situation
Benoit Blanc with a
for
gun.
you?
I thought you were asking me to put Benoit Blanc with a gun into the sim, like just a second
Oh,
Benoit Blanc that has no difference from him except the first one, except that he has a gun. That's like the only.
that would be. And
That would
it's
be
the same
funny.
PFP, so you can't fully.
It's just the same PFP with a gun, just photoshopped.
Oh man, that
Imagine the Benoit Blanc with the gun kills the Benoit Blanc without the gun. Oh, I'm so doing that next round, next game.
that
Um,
and
Edith
or are they gonna be
Clawford
like,
and Principal
oh
Bump work together the
jeez,
drowned spy. I mean, they're Owl House
damn, all
characters
right.
working together. You know that you know that this is that things are messed up when Ida and Bump are working together on something.
Yeah, that's a good point. Even like, well, even when the times when they like accepting of each other, they are fully hooked up. Oh
Yeah.
god. Oh, Patrick.
Oh, Patrick. Oh God. Patrick shoots an arrow into the noise's head. The noise has been
Indeed, he
executed for
grabs
his crimes. I feel like he
grabs a sword.
DDD with a sword. I don't know if that's as effective as his mallet in terms of like his fighting style.
I mean, I could see him wielding the giant sword out. Oh,
Wouldn't be
oh
surprised.
wait.
Inosuke convinces Gus to not kill him, only to kill him instead. This is absolutely something he could pull off. I don't know about against
Yes.
Gus, but like someone who's less intelligent, I think he could do it. It would be really funny.
The idea of Inosuke outsmarting Gus.
No. It's not that he convinced Gus not to kill him. It's just that when Gus tried to shoot him, he rearranged the position of his vital organs, and the bullet
Yes!
just like did nothing to him.
It's like Bushmaster and Luke Cage. He just like grunts and pushes the bullet out of his body.
He just like
Oh my
puffs his
god.
chest out, and the bullet just like reflects clean off, and then just like and then hits Gus instead.
That would be
It just
so good.
bounces
Oh
back
my
at him.
gosh. Wolverine's healing factor or some
You
shit.
fool! I hardened my chest to block bullets. I trained on the mountains. I'm able to do this.
How is that even? Yeah, no explanation. Just I lived in the mountains. You can't do shit to me.
It's actually so incredible that Inosuke just has like complete superhuman abilities, and the only explanation is I grew up on the mountainside. I'm very naturally tough.
Yeah.
I've been laughing at that for so long. Avos attempts to ratio nobody knows on Twitter, but is counter ratioed and dies from embarrassment. That's very in character. At least I think so. Kind of.
Oh, here we
Tengen
go.
attempts to ratio Cassia and Andor on Twitter, but is counter ratioed and dies from embarrassment. This I can absolutely
Damn.
say is in character.
I'm getting
Losing a ratio battle is not exactly very flashy.
Yeah, 100%. And Cassian, like coming back when you least did that is 100% character for him.
Oh
This whole
yeah.
show is like that. In fact,
Blue Gnome Chomsky grabs a shovel. Oh, now we're in trouble.
no, the Blue Gnome has a shovel. The
Oh
red
no.
is
Oh no, King.
Oh, gee.
Yeah.
Oh, she needed to stop him before he went away.
Yeah, that she just used the potion to like seal King's mouth shut so that he couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Okay, Mia Fey grabs a shield leaning on the cornucopia. Some other stuff happens. Kazuha uses the Wuxi fingerhold to send Kanbei to the spirit realm. Okay.
I don't know either of these.
Batman fatally beams the French flag onto Plankton. The fact that this is Adam West Batman makes this like 10 times funnier because that is the sort of goofy shit that Adam West Batman would do.
Drop the Krabby Patty formula, Plankton. You'll never get your hands on this, Batman. Not when I shift into maximum. Not so fast. French flag beam.
Batman just had prep time to get ready for Plankton.
Batman had the prep time to beam the French flag.
True.
It's like the bat signal, but it's a weapon.
For real. Yes. Saul Goodman tries to write the name of Tenga Oniguera in the Death Note, but ends up writing it so shittily that he accidentally writes his own name instead. But I thought he had an alias in order to prevent this from happening.
Exactly. Like, it...
What, does he write Jimmy McGill into the Death Note instead of Saul Goodman? But apparently.
That would actually be an interesting idea if he accidentally...
If you legally change your name, does the name in the Death Note that triggers your death, does that also change? I would think
that's
so.
actually that's a really good question. Second,
I
don't think I've ever thought about that.
But like, I mean,
that's
it's not like people fundamentally intrinsically have names built into them that the Death Note can recognize, because people get assigned names at birth, and then they might change them later. The names are legal. They're not like intrinsic to people's souls. So like, does the Death Note's power just like read all of the legal names on like government IDs or whatever?
I was gonna say, so the Death Note's power is it can take souls, but it's also like it can snuff out a soul, but it's through it has to legally search for a soul.
The Death Note just like becomes I think there's like a spirit behind the Death Note, named Ryuk or something like that. I haven't watched the show. I'm guessing you think Ryuk just goes on like Google and searches up people's legal identities just to make sure that that it actually works out.
Yeah.
That would be funny.
Imagine like they write a Twitter account into the Death Note, and then the account just gets.
True, true. They just like the account just gets suspended.
I'm so glad. Yeah, I'm so glad we caught this on camera because that's actually a.
Dude, Light
Well,
should have put Elon Musk's Twitter account into the Death Note. That would be the funniest thing ever.
writes X into the Death Note, and then all of Twitter gets.
The entire site just gets nuked.
Or he has to put Twitter. It doesn't work the first time, and he has to put Twitter.com because that's.
Because that's obviously the less stupid name. Gary stabs
Gary
Sprig while his back
stabs.
is turned. With what?
Yeah,
Does he just like eject
Gary
his
can.
shell at Sprig? Because that's like the only sharp
Right,
thing
like
I can think of that he has.
does he grab a knife with and then like get
He
into a
just
hug with
pinches
him
the
and then
knife
like
in. He just pinches the knife in between his eyes.
I guess that could
And
work,
he
but
just
he'd have
like
to be
throws
like
it
the
at Sprig.
gotta be it because that's
That wouldn't be a stab though. That would be a
place.
throw. So does he just like slither onto Sprig and then just like stab him with the knife by like flinging it with his eyes?
Right, like he leers his eyes back like you would.
Why are we putting so much thought into this?
I don't know.
SCP-610 and Tony Chopper fight for a bag. Tony Chopper gives up and retreats. Obviously, Dementio kills
Yeah.
Tsunemi as he tries to run. I think Dementio's kind of like a god, so that makes sense. Harmburger eats live tracker jackers,
From
mistakenly thinking they're regular bees. That's super ironic, considering the Harmburger's entire role in the story of Awful Hospital, but whatever. Von Karma throws a knife into the collector's chest, which apparently kills them somehow.
I mean, I could see on Karma throwing a knife at killing him. That doesn't work in my brain.
I
Like,
can't imagine that the collector would die that easily.
imagine it would be more like that scene in Frozen where Olaf is hit by the icicle and he's.
It,
That's exactly how I go down.
collector would probably just like heal himself up, probably, like
Yeah.
pretty
Plus, he'd
instantly.
probably feel pain.
I'm sure
Probably just feel
that
pain and be
I'm sure that there would be pain. That I'm not doubting, but I
right.
don't think it would be enough to kill them. Diamond Streak forcefully unravels Sakurai out of existence. That just feels like a Homestuck occurrence.
Gyoko grabs a backpack, not realizing it is.
I don't really know what he
Get
wants to
used.
do with the backpack anyway. Bro, how
He
did
wants to choke
I don't
someone
even
with.
dude, I'm not even going to attempt to figure out how this is possible. Mr. Grimbrim pushes Shinobu
Wait a
off a
minute.
cliff during a knife fight. How? I I'm not even going
Wait a
to
second.
pretend
Yeah,
to try and I'm not even going to entertain the idea this could be possible in any way, shape, or form. There is no way.
that's one of that's one
This
of
dude is
those
just
things where it's like you don't even need to explain why it's dumb. You just and it's like how.
yeah, do we even really need to explain why Mr. Grimbrim wouldn't be able to accomplish this?
I don't think. All they need to know is
Do we need to
the
explain
only.
how like insanely fast demon slayers move?
You don't even need to do that. You just need to say Shinobu's a character in a show called D. The math.
A
It's
zombie isn't quite a
very easy.
demon, so technically he's off limits.
Technically, yes. Though. Well, then again, I mean, then again, wait. The demons are because demons can be. So,
Yeah,
I mean, they
I
wouldn't
guess
be
that's
up.
true.
They wouldn't be upper ranks per se. I mean, Nezuko isn't upper rank, and so I wonder if that would technically count in their. They are like dead in a way, but also not.
I don't
Oh,
think Muzan
that's
would consider them demons if they're not directly under his control, because you know he has an insane ego.
true. True, actually, yeah. He
I
he
don't really
would
think
probably view the zombies as an action.
I don't think he would view the PvZ zombies as demons. Especially because the PVZ zombies
He's
don't really share the same qualities. Like, they certainly don't grow back limbs or heads or anything like that. That would make PVZ a much more frustrating game.
an engineer.
Engineers consumed by the sun. Jeff Morales addresses the game makers directly and begins monologuing, and then Percy Jackson also dies in the explosion. I feel like Percy Jackson would also do the monologue too. So my mental image is just he was just lining up after Jeff to make to make the monologue after him, and that's why he was caught in the explosion because he was so close. But he is definitely the type of
Yeah.
character to do that. Mort kills
Plus, he's
Kokushibo
always
with his own wet. Are you fucking serious? How?
What? Oh my god. I'm screenshotting that for my brother. That's
Technically,
ridiculous.
technically that could happen considering Kokushibo was a I actually probably shouldn't say this. This kind of spoilery.
Yeah, but like in just from what I've seen of it,
All you need to know, all you need to know is this technically would be possible, but I don't think Mort the Chicken could reasonably accomplish it.
exactly. I infer looking at this.
Like,
Oh
does
boy.
he just coats his beak in nature and just pecks Kokushibo's neck off?
Just oh god, that'd be so slow and gruesome.
Yeah, the funny thing is that Kokushibo would be able to end it immediately. Like, he'd just teleport
That,
once, and Mort the Chicken would
that
just
would
die.
that would be a cool way for a demon slayer to kill someone. Like they have a Nichiren knife, and it's like a mix of death by a thousand cuts, potation,
Oh, that would have gone hard.
poisoning. Oh man.
I still can't
Oh,
believe
here we
Mort the
go.
Chicken canonically killed Kokushibo in this game. Okay, Stilts, Mr. X, Minori, and Enmu share everything they gathered before running. Some other stuff happens. SpongeBob grabs a sword. Oh shit.
Oh no. I've seen how this was in a either he's either going to surprise everybody
I
or he
remember an episode of Death Battle where they put SpongeBob up against TV show Aquaman from like the old like DC shows.
yeah.
And
I
it is
saw
so
the
funny to me
first
how
part of it.
badly brutalized Aquaman was in that fight. Like SpongeBob was like so far ahead of him in every possible way
Oh yeah, he's overpowered as shit.
because of his Toon Force.
Yeah. It's like in
I
Spider-Verse. Ay, cabron, he's got hammer space.
dude, the most the best speed feat I've ever seen from anyone in any like I've ever heard at least like from any character is actually from SpongeBob because like he unraveled the whole universe in like a few seconds in one gag. So that is an insane
Yeah.
feat. He's actually probably one of the most powerful characters in this game, if not the most, just based on that alone. But
Now
if
I want to see SpongeBob take on Beyonder from Melody Warper.
your voice kind of cut out there, what were you saying?
Sorry, I was just trying to say, hey, now I want to see SpongeBob take on the Beyond
Your voice cut
of
out again.
reality warp.
I don't think Discord wants to hear this for some reason. But you need to
God
keep
damn
trying.
it. Okay. What I'm trying to say is I now want to see SpongeBob and Devil Dinosaur because they are both reality warpers of all the correct.
Dude, it happens again. What is going on?
Fuck. Okay,
I
can
think
you hear
Discord
me when
just
I
hates
speak?
you.
Oh god damn it. Can I
Okay,
directly speak to my headphones?
go very, very close to your mic.
Wait a minute. Okay, so can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. Right now I can.
Okay, so currently here's the position. I am like nearly fully bent over in a folded up like lap position. I am speak like face inches an inch away from the computer. So I gotta hold this closer, I guess.
Well, it's not much of a problem anymore. I think you're good now. Okay, now say what you were gonna say.
Okay, for like
I hope I don't
okay
jinx it.
fifth
I
time's
hope
a
I don't jinx it. Yeah, fifth time's the charm.
time's a
I think it's
charm.
fourth.
Or fifth or fourth, whatever. I think I now want to see SpongeBob take on the Beyonder from Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur because both of them are reality warpers.
Yes, okay, finally. Finally, you said it. I
There
got
we
bits and
go.
pieces of that
There
the
we
past
go.
3 times, but now I completely understand.
Got it.
That would be
Oh
fun.
man.
Maybe SpongeBob versus the Spot would also be interesting.
Oh, that they both have holes. Oh,
It's
that'd be
true.
so cool. That
That
would.
would be such
Oh
a
my
great
god,
fight.
three-way
Death Battle
war.
needs
SpongeBob
to
versus.
bring back, but Death Battle should bring back SpongeBob again, just so he can just fight the Spot. That would be great.
Oh my god. Yeah, I'm typing that in just so I can save it for later as an. Holy shit, that'd be so cool. Oh, all right. What do we got
The
next?
Spot tries to invade Bikini Bottom and like take over Sandy's technology to spread his influence further, and then SpongeBob
Sandy
just
is
comes in like, just like randomly to visit her, and then like just sees what's
San,
going on and just gets like roped into the
Sandy
situation.
Sandy's in charge of like Bikini Bottom's Alchemax or
Yeah, I guess.
Plankton.
Yeah, or Plankton. That would make more sense actually.
True.
Yes, if I can travel to different universes, I can find the secret to the Krabby Patty formula in at least one of them, and then crabs will be nothing!
That's a good motivation right there. That would make perfect sense for Plankton.
Yep,
Oh
Wall
god,
Zombie
what is
destroys Tomei
this?
with vulnerability and feelings. Wall Zombie sweep is happening. Only one watching now. Hey, I'm kind of a big deal, okay? Don't gawk at 1 viewers. It's better than 0. Bubby frightens
Man,
Leopold Loggle to death of a cotton candy lobster.
I ain't judging. I'd be lucky to get 2 views of it. I'd be lucky to get 2 likes a day on like
I feel like Loggle is the kind of person to be inexplicably terrified of a cotton candy lobster.
yeah, that I
It
could
really
totally
checks
see
out.
that.
Molly and Dr. Ciantrius die in a glue trap. Yeah, that makes sense. I should have Saf draw this now, because Ciantrius is one of his OCs. Howard Slane grabs a backpack. Eagle is consumed by the sun. Okay, cool. Jane downloads a zip bomb to her brain.
God.
That's just a euphemism for doing heroin.
Exactly.
Jack Horner
That
convinces
corner.
Zorro to not kill him, only to kill him instead. How? How?
It's my
The
thing
fuck?
because
How?
like, you're probably thinking of it from the perspective of like how did Jack kill him? I'm thinking of it from the perspective of would Jack be able to lie about that without like gagging?
That's true.
He's just so
That's so
unapologetic.
true. I don't think Zorro would be able to fall for that. Uncontrollable in my chat says want join Loggle cult. There's a Loggle cult going on.
Wait, there's
What are
what
you
the
talking
fuck?
about?
Oh,
Someone in chat
Loggle.
has said Loggle cult. What does that mean?
Okay, well, I just typed it into my search engine. I'm getting nothing, but I mean, three of the first 4 images are Buffloggle like
That makes sense.
background
If there
edits.
is a cult around
So
Loggle, it has to be Buff Loggle.
no way.
Yeah, my thinking is, how does Zorro lose in a fight? Because, yes, I know it says that Jack Horner convinces him not to kill him and then, like, jumps him last second, but, like, Zorro's reflexes are so insane. I don't even know if Jack Horner could do that. And you're right, Jack Horner would have a lot of difficulty lying like that. Like, a lot.
Oh shit, here we go.
Okay, John Egbert and Gus Porter fight for a bag. John Egbert gives up and retreats. Yeah, that makes sense.
Ah,
Uncontrollable is starting the
okay.
Loggle cult. Good luck with that. Kindle prays to God and begs for Rio Morales' death. God kills Rio Morales. Dude, God took an L on this day. Why would you do that? Why?
Correct.
Why?
You
Two
kill
watching.
her,
Yeah,
you're just gonna
I
have your
know. I'm a big deal. I know. I'm getting so much attention. Okay, you were saying?
yeah, if God kills her and her spirit goes to heaven, she's just gonna shoot the hell out of him. Like
Big mistake.
never gonna let never gonna let him hear the end of it. You don't fuck with me, Rio. Doesn't matter if it's
She just
movies or game.
She just starts like yelling insults at God until his spirit just like goes all the way down, and he's just like, you know what? I'm just gonna send you back to Earth. I'm sending you right back to the mortal plane. I can't put up with this anymore. You're too
Yeah,
scathing.
I can buy that.
Dr. Jan turns frogs
Oh,
gay by
wait a minute.
I hit my mic. I hit my mic. Hold on. Hold on. Did I
What?
mess anything
I can
up?
still hear you.
Okay, so I
I can still
didn't.
hear you.
Okay. Usually when I hit
Fine.
my mic, it just disconnects my mic automatically, so I have to fix it. Dr. Jan turns frogs gay by putting chemicals in the water, but accidentally touches the
Oh,
water and overdoses on gay.
oh my gosh.
That kind of makes sense. Phineas
Oh, here
chucks
we
water
go.
at Pavatir and waits for it to oil, causing Pavatir to immediately phase through the ground and into the void. I feel like that's just one of the inventions he and Verb would come up with.
Right, like some weird shit that they could come up with of like getting rid of like they try to get rid of pollutive oil, but then they end up like getting rid of too much. So for the first time, they have to
True,
undo one
true.
of their inventions. They have to undo one of their inventions in the Phineas and Ferb effect that Doofenshmirtz's
Yeah,
inventions, or sorry, innators.
truly. And Pavatar is like the kind of person to go out like that somehow. It just seems like an inherently goofy thing, and that means he would do it.
His world was being consumed by like a giant spot blotch, so I mean that's not too far off from a
This is the alternate timeline where he fell in.
yeah.
Phineas just like pushed him in. I don't know what Phineas was doing there. I guess it was like a crossover with that dimensional movie he was in.
Maybe it's a third dimension or like whatever number where it's evil.
Bill Cipher, Jonathan Joestar, and Jade Harley work together to get as many supplies as possible. Jonathan Joestar would never in a million years work with Bill. Unless Bill tricked him.
Yeah.
Which, to be fair, isn't really hard to
That's
do. Jonathan does actually get tricked by the villain in JoJo Part 1.
or maybe he plays along and he's like just waiting to see how powerful Bill is so he could like find
That's
some
also
way of getting
possible.
around his shit.
Skylar destroys Greg Ganchuar with vulnerability and feelings. Hades shoots lightning out of his eyes and tells Perry the Platypus to kill himself now. It works. I, I
Oh
mean, are you
god.
going to say no to, like, the literal god of the underworld if he comes to you and tells you to kill yourself? Like, are you going to say no to that? That would take a lot of balls.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ivy Sundew scares Anari away from the cornucopia. Medic, Kieran, Jodo, and Polly Plantar work together to get as many supplies as possible. Ares accidentally thinks too hard and wipes his brain. He doesn't think very hard in Percy Jackson, so I'm surprised. He
Yeah.
passed his like daily thinking limit, and it instantly wiped his brain. He he had a coherent thought, and it just immediately wiped his brain because he couldn't handle it. He didn't have the capacity. Sensei breaks Jolene's nose for a basket of bread. JoJo protagonist. I
Damn.
very much doubt this would be possible, and if it is, I don't think he would get away with it.
Kobe
Hobie
retrieves a
Brown retrieves a
trident.
trident. Oh, let's go. I support everything that benefits Hobie.
Yeah, same here.
Kaigaku finds a backpack full of camping equipment. Squidward tentacles severely slices Major Monogram with a sword.
Wha-
What in the hell?
That is fucking wild.
Squidward
What?
has had enough.
How?
I've had enough, Major Monogram. Stop nuking my city.
They tried recruiting like him for Alka and they wouldn't leave him, so he was
Truly. Tommy Culata says explode in the vicinity of SCP-939, instantly turning them into a mushroom cloud. I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be like a whole army of these meat dogs. So he just wiped out all of them. Koyama accidentally recites the speech that instantly kills you. That's very in character. Um, Tai Lung runs away. He has a broken PFP. Gordon Feetman accidentally steps on a landmine. Well,
damn.
there we go. I guess he's gone now. Isabella attempts to ratio Hootie on Twitter, but is counter-ratioed and dies from embarrassment. I don't think
Damn.
Hootie did it on purpose. I think he just replied to the tweet with like a sad emoji, and it just got way more likes.
Yeah, as much as I like Isabella, and well, Phineas and Ferb, I think is still my favorite tune. However, there's some characters from Amphibia and Owl House that Hootie's
I think Hootie just gets a
good.
pass on anything. He's just too
He's
good.
great, but Hootie is Hootie. He beating them.
Yeah, I think Hootie just gets like a pass to do whatever he wants because he is Hootie.
Yeah,
Howl's moving castle kills Jack Welker with his own weapon, which um I a gun, I guess.
I would say so as well. Like, what even was it? What is cigar? Is that his weapon? Like, what?
He uses the CIA Castro poisoning method. The castle just like
More.
fucking like ejects a Cuban cigar from like a cannon, just right into Jack's mouth, and it's just laced with like cyanide or whatever it was they were trying to use.
Yeah, I could probably buy that maybe.
That would be really funny.
Poe takes a
Okay,
spear from the
Grover,
cornucopia.
what the fuck? I don't think I need
He's
to
used a
explain why
staff.
this wouldn't happen.
Oh shit! I just read that. Wait, what the hell?
Yeah, Grover killing Kagaya with a hatchet is definitely not in character. Don't get me wrong, he could, knowing how Kagaya is,
Right?
but like he wouldn't do that.
Yeah. It
Yeah, no, Kagaya is absolutely weak enough for even like a 12-year-old child to kill him with an axe or with a hatchet.
for sure.
Technically, Grover is like 26 or something, but like he ages like twice as slowly, so like basically
Yeah.
by
So
human standards, he's like 13.
yeah, that makes sense.
Godo decapitates Hatsune Miku with a sword. Jesus Christ. Okay. We're not going to be getting Hatsune Miku's new song anytime soon. Ford Pines repeatedly stabs Steve to death with sighs. Why? Why would you do that?
Wait, yeah. Holy shit! That's
Why,
that
Ford?
is
Why?
actually. Jeez. The
I
hell did
like both of
Steve?
you. Do you think he just, like, detached Steve's horn and then just used that as a stabbing weapon?
Oh, gee. I mean,
That would be
I
really...
could buy
It
for
says size, but, like,
or do.
that's, you know...
I will say I don't see it happening in this situation. I believe Ford would to a. I'm
I feel like Ford
Ford
would
would
be would do that to someone, but not to Steve.
right.
Jay stabs PO3 while PO3's back is turned. I'm pretty sure that's just a robot. Hamlet suddenly and inexplicably turns into a tombstone. That kind of feels like something that would happen in a Shakespeare play, considering how many off-screen deaths Shakespeare is known for.
I should send that to my brother. He's like been auditioning for a Shakespeare play at his school.
Yeah, you probably should. Hunter strangles Guillaume with a rope. I
Wait,
lol
what?
lol lol
Fucking what?
lol.
Okay, listen.
That would have been a death sentence. I will
At
say.
least with Kagaya, at least with Kagaya, like he's an old man playing a point.
He's not an old man.
Oh,
He's
I
like
can.
23. He's just like really sick.
Well,
He's actually
okay.
younger than
Well,
Guillaume.
yeah. So he's a sick guy and a younger who is dying. But Ome, what I have heard about him being the youngest Hashira is true, and
Oh, it's
is
true, all right. The evidence of
is
that is in the
effectively
Infinity Castle arc.
the daredevil of. He is literally blind, but all the act on a phone.
Yeah,
How could
he
someone
is
like that
extremely
get taken in?
badass.
Hunter's fast, but not Demon Slayer fast. Not even
No,
close.
no, the moment he even tries this, Guillaume would just like whirl around and just like punch him into a wall, and he'd be knocked unconscious
Exactly.
immediately. It's the
Another
that
dead.
fight
He
ends
just
in
another
seconds.
dead.
Hunter
He
is
wasn't a
Phil.
Grimwalker
He's very good
before.
at fighting, but he's not Demon Slayer level. Not even
Right.
close. Musashi and Andy fight Mayafei and Nami. Musashi and Andy survive. I feel like Nami alone would have carried the other side though. I feel like because One Piece characters are very skilled.
Yeah, I still haven't seen
I've only seen the live action.
it.
I plan on reading the manga though.
I plan on at least doing probably the live action. I'll get
The live action is pretty easily digestible. The anime is a lot harder because it's a lot more extended. There's a lot more stuff. Um, but the manga is a cutback as well because like they add a lot of filler to the anime, and I'm actually using filler in the true sense. Like, filler as a word literally means like anime content that's added in the anime to pad runtime. I'm not using it in the colloquial term we use it in now, where it's like just any scene that has no purpose or any scene that supposedly had no purpose. I've honestly come to
right.
hate the word filler because of Amphibia Season 1 discourse.
Oh my god, yeah. People really just get on that flow, and it's like if you don't like Wartwood, then watching like.
Yeah, so Nami would probably have won this fight on her own. I don't know, maybe Andy's skilled, but Andy looks like a child. I'm pretty sure he'd get owned. Maybe he's just like a really, really skilled child. And Musashi's really strong, but like he's just like a gym bro. He's not like a trained fighter. Misa and Kikimora fight for a bag. Misa gives up and retreats. Eh, Yeah, I'm not surprised. I feel like Kikimora has a bit more firepower.
Exactly. Yeah.
Misa would
There's
just like leave and then just like call up Light and be like, hey Light, can you write this person's name in the death note for me? Thanks. Love you. Bye. And that's how the fight would actually end.
gave up fighting a. Yeah, I can see that.
It just makes sense. I mean, unless you have an actual death wish, you're not going to try and square off with Kikimora in the Abomaton without any magic powers. I'm pretty sure Misa is just a random person. Just like a regular
Exactly.
girl.
Yeah.
Hot Pop grabs a shield. Please actually use that to protect yourself. You die very early in these games. Um,
Yeah.
some other stuff happens. Yushiro forcefully unravels J. Robert Oppenheimer out of existence. Um, I guess this is revenge for Hiroshima and Nagasaki?
So, like, yeah, not that
He
Oppenheimer
is
may or may not
Japanese,
do,
so.
but damn. Yeah,
Wait, but Demon Slayer takes place
possibly.
before that. Did Yushiro see into the future? Did he see into the future?
Wait a minute.
He's a time
I
he's
mean,
a time traveler.
I
He
mean,
knew what was gonna happen. He unraveled Oppenheimer before the bomb was made. He's
I mean,
protecting his country.
if Tanjiro can see visions of the past, I mean, it's
It wouldn't surprise me. Yushiro is just protecting his people from Oppenheimer, as he knows what's gonna
from
happen.
what's to come.
Yeah. Jodio shoots a poisonous blow dart into Annabeth's neck, slowly killing her. I guess that makes sense. If it's like Annabeth
Yeah,
at this age,
it feels weird to hear
a
Annabeth like
JoJo,
dying of poison, but it's a
uh,
JoJo character, so
it's a JoJo character. It's not okay. I guess you have to consider that Annabeth canonically held up like the sky in like book 3, just
oh
casually.
shit,
That's just
really?
kind of a thing she can do. Yeah,
Damn.
demigod power scaling can just get like that.
I have not read past the first book, so that is going to be very interesting too.
Yeah,
Holy,
it's just kind of a thing she can do, just casually.
it's like that. It's like that scene in Loki episode 3 where he just magically stops a building from falling. Like you just do
Yeah, that
that?
can just happen. It's the same thing as like Inosuke randomly being able to survive like insane
Yeah.
attacks.
What if I can accept that in Demon Slayer? I should be a bit like that, perhaps. Unless everything else sucks, which
Honestly, it's not that I can accept it in Demon Slayer. I think it's ridiculous. I just think it's so funny that I can forgive it.
Right, yeah, it's bullshit, but it's hilarious. Love it. That's
Yeah, that's the good excuse.
and I already
That
go
that's
in
the
I already
excuse
look
for it.
at Demons I already look at Demon Slayer in the sense, okay, these characters, normal human, a lot of shit, even like compared to real world people. So I'm like, all right, I can. My suspension of disbelief is being tested a little bit, but I've seen worse. I suppose. So I guess I can let the a little, a little.
I don't think you can really get into shonen if you're not prepared for some suspension of disbelief because like
Absolutely not.
there is so much shit that characters should never be able to survive, but they just do because they're
Right.
protagonists. And you just
Exactly.
kind of learn to accept it eventually because that's just how the rules in the
Right.
universe work.
I'm less harsh on like chosen one narratives and stuff at times. It's like, well, if they're destined, like
I'm not like the biggest fan of those, but like it's not a logical problem. Like if you say that in your universe, if you say that in your universe there's like a chosen one prophecy that actually works, then sure, it's your rules. You made that up. It is your story. I'm
exactly.
not going to tell you that it's
Yeah.
logically impossible. It's like that criticism of Avatar that's like, but the but the chosen one narrative that doesn't make sense. But like, it, I'm sorry, dude. James Cameron wrote the story. He can decide that this goddess exists and chose the person to be a chosen one. I have a lot of problems with
Right.
Avatar. That is not one of them. He makes the
Right.
rules.
And all the stuff like and yes, I prefer stories where, they flip the chosen one narrative like with Lego Movie,
Amphibia.
where it was all just a lie. And Amphibia, yeah, where it's not really a set in stone or of a like backup plan. I for help.
Exactly.
That's
Yeah.
actually I'm even working there's a story I've been working for a while about a
Oh,
character who's
nice.
like given this destiny supposedly, but when they actually get around to it, they're like, wait, why didn't the destiny come come through? Even though I absolutely like did pretty much everything right, it's all been revealed to be like it wasn't really a destiny. It told you that so you would feel like you could do it and commit to this thing. I have no problem spoiling this a tiny bit. It's gonna before I get this. It's it's kind of
I understand.
fun. I my point is, it's fun to flip I think it's more fun to flip the chosen one narrative and be like Destiny's overrated. But I'm not like I don't like hate chosen one. Just not my favorite.
Some
I
of the
grew
most
up on
iconic stories have like completely straightforward chosen one narratives.
right. I grew up on Clone Wars. I don't know how much that worked with Anakin Skywalker's destiny as Vader. So like have no problem with chosen ones.
Yeah. I think a lot of us grew up with Star Wars, so there's that. It's
Who
obviously
who we
like
got next?
a huge part of like culture and stuff. Okay. Yeah, Tuco and
Yeah.
Hachiro fight for a bag. Hachiro strangles Tuco with the straps and runs. Yep, he
Damn.
somehow would find a way to do this, even though it is completely illogical, because he just is that kind of guy.
Huh.
Andrew Hussey
Damn.
severely
Alright.
slices Jugger with a sword. Kirby retrieves a trident. Ferb grabs a shovel. Mr. Krabs fatally stubs his toe. Zenitsu falls down the pitfall that turns out to actually be an alt-right pipeline that makes Zenitsu start talking about how we need to unplug from the Matrix. He is promptly euthanized. No, Zenitsu, do not click on that Andrew Tate video, please. Please, no, don't go there.
He's already extremely half and half when it comes to women. And absolutely
I don't think he's like,
the thing.
he's not like,
Well,
he doesn't hate women. He's just very, like,
right.
weird and obsessive about them. So, like,
Yeah.
that's not
It's more,
ideal.
but it
It's not hatred, though.
right.
It's kind of like a different thing.
Yeah. Fair point.
Trinity trauma dumps to Captain Grime and dies of embarrassment. Captain Grime dies to secondhand horror. I I don't know if Trinity would trauma dump because she just seems like she would treat everything as a joke.
I
She
could
would
see a
just say all
darker
that stuff
version.
completely. She just says all that stuff completely as a joke, and then Captain Grime is like, "What the fuck?" and just dies on the spot.
I could totally see like a darker adult version of him where well, a lot of adults nowadays are more childish than even some of the good ones. But I could see like a more mature, like an M-rated amphibia joke or something where somebody, yeah, just dumps a whole ton of trauma and Grime, like the music stops and Grime just responds, "Oh, that's enough for one day. I am going to kill myself if you just
His line delivery with that would be so funny, though.
yes, that's
Carl
I'd
turns
love to see.
Bulgarian. Oh no. I wrote like a dark,
Oh,
fucked up version of Amphibia. You know, my mind is just such a fucked up place, dude.
this is but a take
This is but a
my
taste
twist
of my man,
psyche.
of my twisted, of psyche. I love that post so much.
Look, I drew Trig with an evil smile. This taste of amphibious
I feel like
psyches.
that would be a gag in the show itself.
Honestly,
Uh,
yeah, that could.
Cole severely injures Leshy, but puts him out of his misery. Well, that's an intense end to an Inscription game.
Seems already pretty intense, right? Like you take out your eye or something at one point.
Yeah, I did do a stream with A on that, so I think I remember that happening. We also beat the entire moon in a card battle with a card named Joe Biden. It was a custom card.
Oh, that's great. Joe Biden fucking conquered the.
He used the Biden blast on the moon.
Who's the Biden who activated my trap card? Biden Black.
Yeah. Pirates Boxcars overdoses on meth. Yeah, that seems in character. That just seems like the sort of thing a Homestuck Midnight Crew member would do. Tombstone accidentally steps on a landmine. Miss Pauling decapitates Sturm with a sword. I
I
mean, I
don't
don't
buy the
see
two.
how that would be. I don't see how that would be possible, but at the same time, Slay Girl.
Yeah, and likewise, I don't know if jumping on a landmine would kill Tombstone because this whole thing is that his actually like really fucking tough. It's kind of like Luke Cage, where it's skin, it's soft and stuff, and like not fully connected to the body, but it's still like thick as shit, and you need to like soften it with acid to like poke through it or it. I mean, I guess an explosive long enough could break through it. All the
It's just like
crazy
a
shit.
nuclear landmine.
Yeah, maybe with all the shit going on in Spider-Man, especially the goddamn there's probably some science bullshit that can right through tones
I
of it
imagine
yet.
that since Kingpin controlled Alchemax, before he was arrested, it probably makes
Yeah.
sense to assume Kingpin had like some scientists come up with a failsafe in case Tombstone ever had to be disposed of, like if
Actually make it
Tombstone betrayed him.
yeah, exactly. And Tombstone, I could absolutely was he like Tombstone and Kingpin are like their own things outside of Spider-Verse. Tombstone's his own crime boss with
I definitely knew about Kingpin.
action.
That's um,
Oh, yeah, and he definitely knows who it. I think like him having a failsafe tries some shit is a
it's
the
very
worst
much
you.
yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense to me.
I
Columbo
I should
fatally
spec
ratio.
I should sorry I should
Oh,
specify in Earth 616 because
yeah. I know what you mean. I know which Kingpin you're talking about. Um, right. Columbio? What the? I just added an extra syllable to this dude's name. Okay, a Columbo fatally ratios Terry on Twitter.
um
Dipper Pines tries to write the name of Alan in the Death Note, but ends up writing it so shittily that he accidentally writes the names of Ted Beneke instead. Okay.
Dipper,
I
how the
mean,
fuck okay.
I feel like Dipper is the kind of person who would be able to do that right.
I suppose yeah, like
I don't think Dipper would misspell it.
how do you fuck up Alan?
It's such a it's such a simple name to spell.
Even with even with the two L's, how do you fuck up?
I actually think
Like
I
Death
fucked it
Note.
up when I was putting it into the sim because I'm pretty sure it's Alan and then the second A is actually an E.
Ah, okay. Even with the two L's or the mis
Actually, looking at this image, it says his name up here and it seems like that's an A, so I might have gotten it right. I think. I think.
actually,
But
yeah,
yeah,
I
even
think
with
you
the
might be
two
right. That
L's.
looks more
Yeah, but even with the two L's, it would be really hard to get this guy's name wrong. You cannot possibly typo it as Ted Beneke.
Exactly. And if there's an A in there,
There's
that makes it
literally
even
one
there.
there is one word there is one letter in common in these two names. One.
Correct. Correct. There's literally and it's 2 words. That's the other part of it. It's 2 words, not even
That actually raises another question. Why did Dipper try to write the name Alan in the Death Note and think that would be specific enough? Like, there are so many people named
ques
that.
question.
I
Oh,
feel like
good
we're asking a lot of
question.
questions.
Oh, we've asked plenty.
Okay,
Probably asked
Camila
more
and
because 'cause we're
Grimora
barely
fight for a bag. Grimora strangles Camila with the straps and runs. I I think maybe this would be possible. I don't know much about Grimora. That is a shame, though. Toady unloads an entire SMG magazine into Scorpion's head, stabs him 28 times in the chest, cuts him in half with a chainsaw, rips out and eats all his vital organs one by one, and casts the remains into a live volcano. This is literally just that one episode where Toady went like
correct.
total beast mode.
Absolutely. This is absolutely in character for Toady. If Scorpion can get bodied by Spider-Ham's hammer, fuck his ass.
Yeah,
No
Toady can
denying.
absolutely. I think Toady would kick Scorpion's ass. It's just not even a question. Sasha pushes the mycologist off a cliff during a knife fight.
Was in character.
The inscription game did not turn out so well. She just got frustrated because she wasn't winning, and she just like started knife fighting the mycologist instead. Just makes perfect sense. Air attacker Reagan retrieves a trident. Luke strangles Lash for rope. I'm not surprised. Larry butts Chuck salt at Gyutaro and waits for it to rain, causing Gyutaro to immediately dissolve. Was it Nichiren salt? It was Nichiren salt, I guess.
Yeah, wait a second. That took my brain
BBQ.
like 3 seconds.
Yeah.
Oh.
He just chucks Nichiren infused salt at Gyutaro. Imagine how overpowered that would be if that could actually kill demons.
God, that would be like fucking oh, I just got flashbacks to a scene. Oh,
Dude, they
that
should have
idea
just
reminds
like
me.
started
Oh.
using they should have just like started setting up like factories and emitting like nitrogen into the atmosphere like carbon. Then it just like infuses with the rain and it just starts like killing demons during rainfall. I mean, I'm sure that they would eventually figure out that the rain is dangerous at that point and they would just stop attacking in the rain, but it would give them even less time to attack people.
Right, yeah, and to be fair, like, it's because demons have, like, hideaways in places, they still gotta get to them
That's true.
arts. Like, you can't just hide under a tree. That's fucking suicide.
I guess a lot of them have powers strong enough to simply like burrow into the ground. Now that I think about it.
That too.
BBQ girl accidentally thinks too hard and wipes her brain. I do the monologue about the Hunger Games, and I die. Spade Slick is also caught in the explosion. Okay. Well, I'm dead.
Ouch!
We have to end the stream.
Oh, gee.
Baljeet threatens Alex to death with a cotton candy lobster, but accidentally frightens himself to death as well.
Baljeet
Alex
would be
just
scared of a cotton.
the cotton candy lobster is just like a auto slash kill command for Alex.
Absolutely. I could it, and it, I believe Baljeet would have candy lobster or some he has. I wonder how it would like even ignoring the slash command. I wonder what damage that would do as an actual.
That's a great question. I don't know. I have no idea. Um, Wichiro retrieves a trident. I feel like he's already overpowered enough. We don't need to give him any toys.
Yeah.
The child is already a menace. Jessica suddenly and inexplicably turns into a tombstone. Dick Gumshoe fatally
Okay.
ratios Peter B. Parker on Twitter. Infighting in
He
the
turns
guys
in.
with similarly colored leather jackets fandom.
Jessica turns literally into a tombstone. It just takes a
Yeah,
literal version.
yeah. Dick Gumshoe almost looks exactly like Peter B. Parker,
He does honestly.
just in a
He
different art
does kind of
style.
look like him.
They have like the same trench coat, and they have like the same
Oh, like
scruffy
it's
face.
weird. I never thought of that.
Dr. Coomer spontaneously combusts. Oh no, Gordon. I'm going to combust. Mayor Toadstool and Andrea fight for a bag. Mayor Toadstool gives up. I mean,
Uh,
I don't know. This seems like it would be a pretty even fight. Neither of them are really skilled at
us
all in combat.
true. Then again, Toad, um,
Wait, did
of
Toadstool
his,
box hop pop that one time in one episode?
I think he did. He did actually.
Okay, that
Yeah,
gives him
yeah.
like
So he does have.
one feat that I
Yeah,
can
he
scale above Andrea.
exactly.
Okay, Dr. Mars accidentally steps on a landmine, which is so out of character, it's hilarious. The CEO of Mattel breaks Flack's nose for a basket of bread. Bro, you're the CEO of Mattel. You can't just buy a basket of bread. You can't just like buy another one.
Yeah.
I feel like that would be pretty easy. Marie Schrader downloads a zip bomb to her brain.
Okay.
I feel like a zip
Sure.
bomb
Why
to her
not?
brain would actually solve her trauma at this point.
Oh, damn.
It's just a clean slate wipe. Master Oogway spontaneously combusts.
No, wait a
Rip.
minute. That's literally what happens in the Kung Panda.
Oh my god, you're right.
That's
Oh my
that's
god.
exactly what happens.
You're not
He
even
literally
wrong.
says, "My time has come," and just turns
You're
fucking
not even
flowers.
wrong.
His physical form. Fun. That's
Why did you
accurate.
post Hatsune Miku with a shotgun?
I was reminded of the when it brought up Hatsune Miku. I was like, oh, they fucking make her out. She
True, true. Sally Jackson and Mabel Pines fight for a bag. Sally Jackson gives up and retreats. That's surprising. Niels Bohr, grown woman versus child. Niels Bohr falls into a pit and dies. I don't think this is how he died in real life. Buford uses the Wuxi fingerhold to send Todd Alkus to the spirit realm.
I
I
can
mean,
totally see
based.
Buford learning that. Yeah, that's 100% base for Buford. Buford can be a
I stand
bully,
with
but
Buford.
Buford can be a bully, but he's a good kid at heart. Like he went to the bottom. He fought a squid in the ocean to save his pet goldfish. He absolutely
Yeah, Buford is a national hero. Candace Flynn shoots lightning out of her
exactly.
eyes and tells Dave to kill himself now. It works. Oh my god. That's so in
Oh my god,
character.
I can't see
Dave
Candace
is
saying that, but I can see her building up to it. Like she'd get that close.
and Dave is totally the sort of person to listen to that. He has so many issues. Okay, King Andreas and Gwen Stacy fight for a bag. Gwen Stacy gives up and retreats. I feel like it would be a pretty close fight.
Yeah, Gwen could probably get some pretty good maneuver. That'd be
Yeah, Andreas
cool
is a lot
fight.
clunkier in terms of his fighting style. I don't think he'd have many good counters for like Gwen's fighting style, on the other hand.
Spider
Besides
people
just being
versus
incredibly
King
strong.
go hard as shit. That's a fight I want to. There's so many good fights in here.
I feel like there should be like another version of Death Battle that just pairs up random characters for no reason, just for the sake of seeing them go up
Yeah,
against each other, without like any common theme whatsoever. Just like any character who
yeah,
it
that'd
would
be
be cool
cool.
to see in a fight together. Luzna
Totally.
Seda uses the Wuxi fingerhold to send Daki to the spirit realm, which is based,
Oh
of
yeah,
course. Um,
totally.
Mrs. Boonchoi ratios, although I don't know how she would be able to do that. I guess, magic. If it's Titan form loose,
Gotta be.
then maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. There's a chance. There's a chance. Mrs. Boonchoi ratios Kai on Twitter. Kai tries to make a diss video against Mrs. Boonchoi, only to accidentally leak his coordinates because of a pizza box. SCP-420J tracks down and kills Miss. I think this is coded wrong because it should be Kai who dies. It just says Mrs. Boonchoi
Interesting.
here for some reason.
Oh, until it
Jerome,
says
I think Mrs. Boonchoi is alive. I'm pretty sure. It just
that's what
says
I'm
that.
gonna infer as well. Yeah,
I'm pretty
same.
sure Kai is the one who died. Also, a blunt killed Kai.
Yeah, like let's let that sink
We
in.
should
Just
probably address that.
instead of absorbing too much chi, this time he's
He absorbed like pure nicotine, and it just overloaded his system. Jerome replaces Canal's organs with bees. She just like she just flipped a coin, and it told her, and she made a decision not to try and stop him at all because it landed on like tails or something.
Yeah.
Spider-Ham grabs a backpack and retreats. Albert Einstein also grabs a backpack and retreats. Um, Adder catches Beer Skeleton off guard and kills them. Dr. Nebulae falls into a pit and
Oh
dies.
shit.
Yeah, he just does
No,
that.
not Jaime.
It's not totally out of character for Nebulae to do this. It would be more
Okay,
Hichiro
this
core, I think.
Blue
Blue
Beetle
Beetle
is
is
launched
dead
into
into
he's
space by a
launched into a
I
space.
can't help but feel like his suit would prevent him from dying.
That's my thing. Unless Kajida was like irreparably damaged, mode was off, I feel like it should be capable. Like the thing with the Scarab is that it's not just a suit of armor that can generate weapons. It literally has like killing factor abilities. So if Jaime gets like his body cut up, it like Kajida all those wounds.
Yeah, I don't
Like
think that the
I think
space would kill him
it's
with that suit
exact.
on.
Yeah, he can fly in outer space and it your eyes. So unless Kajida is damaged flying in space,
I guess the
no way that he
volcano would have damaged the suit. That does kind of check out now that I think
that's
about it.
probably that actually makes it make sense. The force of the volcano
And the
damages
fact that it's
Jaime's suit
incredibly
on
hot,
repair.
probably.
In space, you literally like boil and to protect. I can. What it's not as
I
bad as
guess
I
that
think,
checks
but
out.
like in
Hawk downloads
isolation,
a zip
Jaime
bomb to
should.
his... Yeah, in isolation. Hawk downloads a zip bomb to his brain. Average day in advance, where Sanji grabs a jar of fishing bait while Johnny Joestar gets fishing gear. Hantengu dies a ball fart. That he does seem like the most fitting demon to have this fate.
Yeah, I could just imagine him shit by accident and the fear.
He just shits himself to death really hard.
Shit yourself now.
Lilith Clawford runs away from the cornucopia. Power writes this is name in the death note. However, a minor spelling error causes nothing to happen. I feel like what really caused nothing to happen was the fact that this is not a person. This is a thing. A beast, even. Grit
Has
scares
no
the judge
name.
away from the cornucopia. Mr. Boonchoi fatally stuffs fake Pepino's toe.
He's
Great
killing
work,
it.
Mr.
Love to
Boonchoi.
see.
Gustav, actually, the Boonchois have been extremely badass this game.
And I
Gustavo and
hope
Brick
Anne
gathers as
continue.
much food as they can. You know, I probably should have watched my words a bit more
Ah,
carefully
damn it.
here.
It's
I feel like I
that's
might have jinxed it here. The spot stabs Anne Boonchoi in the back of a trident. I'm
you know
not
what? Either
surprised, but
way, yeah, it's
actually
disappointing, but I guess
a fight between Calamity Form and
oh,
the spot would go really hard, I will say.
that would be fun. Yeah.
Emu accidentally recites a speech that instantly kills you. That also does not surprise me. Emperor Bellos fatally ratios Ballister on Twitter. That's complete nonsense. There's no way he can accomplish this.
Yeah, after the pro gamer move, Ballister in the mold, no way.
I know Ballister is kind of like a wet cat. He's kind of silly, but like he is definitely not pathetic enough to lose a ratio war with Bellos.
Yeah. That's a good
It's
way.
just
A wet
completely out of
cat is
a wet cat. Yeah, he has wet cat energy.
I've
That's what I've
never
heard
heard
said
that
about him. Like I don't know what it
term
means
before, but
either, but
that
it just
sounds
feels right.
yeah,
Okay, Fawful
same
constructs a
here.
Rube Goldberg machine to eliminate Rain Whispers. I'm not reading the entire thing out. Ultimately, Rain Whispers dies, but like, dude, Fawful seems like the kind of person who would do this.
My only knowledge of Fawful is the YouTuber Fawful's menu. I don't know shit about him as a
He's
character,
like
but
apparently
that's
like a he's apparently like a bit of a nerd character. So it wouldn't surprise me if he
ah
tried to kill someone like this. Amity Blight Amity Blight brutalizes Walter White, and he
Oh
survives that
shit.
somehow.
Based for trying, I guess.
I mean, thanks for trying, but like, I don't know how Walter survived this.
Yeah.
Poseidon frightens old man McGucket to death with a cotton candy lobster, but accidentally frightens himself to death as well. I'm the fact that the cotton candy
Huh.
lobster can kill a god.
It's the fact that the god of sea as well, like that just stings extra hard.
Oh yeah, true. I didn't consider that. I also love how he decided this was the way he had to kill McGucket. Like, not just by smiting him out of existence, which I'm assuming all the gods could do. He specifically found a cotton candy lobster to terrify this guy.
Yeah.
Like, why would he need to
No,
do
no,
that? Is my question.
what was he
I don't know what he was cooking. Evidently, he was cooking a cotton candy lobster. Didn't end up too well.
Yeah. That's
Lufin prays to God and begs for Zeus's death. God kills Zeus. There are so many layers to how funny
okay.
this is.
That's
Zeus is the king of the gods, so like the Christian god just comes in and kills Zeus to like I don't know what rid himself of
yeah.
of competition. And Lufin totally would
Yeah.
like start like a revolution against the gods and like play with and like manipulate things from the sidelines to get as many gods dead as possible.
Right. He
I feel
would.
like
It's
this
just
would be
surprising, I
his
think.
strategy. John shows up and assassinates Mob. How? How? I know he just looks like a middle schooler, but like, and he is a middle schooler, but like, he has so many busted powers. There's no way. There's no way. John Glostar has to be like literally like packing like the entire condensed energy of the sun into like a single blaster in order to get him. There's no way.
Yeah, it
This is like hydrogen bomb versus coughing baby. There's not even there's
not
no chance.
even fair. It's just like what the hell?
Yeah, Misato finds a bag full of explosives. Sniper stabs Violet Evergarden while his back is turned. What do you mean hit? Is Violet Evergarden not? I think I might have messed up the gender on this. Light
I
shoots
still
an
have to
arrow
watch
into
Violet
Teru's
Evergarden.
head. Light shoots an arrow into Teru's head. Why would he need to? Just write his name in the Death Note, bro. You have the
Yeah.
Death Note. He writes Teru's name into the Death Note, and an arrow just kind of materializes and like shoots itself into him.
Yeah, I could see that.
Wally Ribbon severely injures Foo Fighters and leaves them to die. Clubs Deuce and Akaza fight for a bag. Clubs Deuce strangles Akaza with the straps and runs. Jesus Christ, wow. That wouldn't kill him!
Okay.
How would that even kill
Yeah,
him? I don't think the demons really need to breathe, so...
exactly. They can breathe it out. They can breathe with fucking thing left. Now, that they could still technically fully decay. It's like what? How
Luffy sets an explosive off, killing Doofenshmirtz.
off,
Yeah,
Luffy?
I mean, that is the natural endpoints to a fight between these two.
Yeah.
Luffy is insanely powerful. Fern
Oh,
and Angus Cobb work together to drown Jotaro.
Leaders
That is
made that
definitely
very
not
clear.
an accurate result of a fight.
I don't
They
even have to
don't stand a
know
chance.
about. I don't have to
They
know
do not
shit about
stand a
these characters.
chance.
I just
JoJo
look
protagonist.
exactly. Exactly. It doesn't matter who you
Fern is
are if you
literally
look at
just
it.
a
If you go up,
regular woman, and Angus Cobb is just a fucking spine.
you go up against a JoJo protagonist, your chances of it are like very.
Very, very low. The only, I think, if you go up against, like, Jonathan Joestar, like, the very first protagonist, your chances of survival are very high. But that's just because Jonathan's really nice, and if you, like, surrender, he'll spare you. But, like, generally, going up against a JoJo protagonist does not come with a lot of luck.
Yeah, definitely.
Von Bolt severely
We've
injures
only
Serizawa and leaves him to die. How?
seen a minute.
How in the seven fucking seas is this
From
possible?
Shirazawa sounds from.
I'm not
What's
even
it? What's
saying it's
Shirazawa
because
from?
I'm not even saying Von Bolt can't because he's wheelchair bound and borderline senile, although that would be a valid
Uh,
point. I'm not even saying that. Serizawa is just incredibly busted. Even if Von Bolt was like a normal dude. Well, I guess he is, but like even if Von
hmm.
Bolt was like a normal dude who didn't have like any sort of like physical disability, he still couldn't do this. There'd be no way. Out of the question. Also, Serizawa was from Mob Psycho.
Gotcha. I
Miguel
swear I'd heard
O'Hara
that
does
name.
the
So
yoinky splinky too hard and violently explodes.
that sounds like some shit people would like assume is going on TikTok because they don't like the
This is the
over.
real reason why his universe collapsed.
They hate the exposure of Miguel so much that they automatically infer actually happening in like Fortnite animations.
True, true. Miguel, this is totally like I can totally imagine that this is actually how his universe collapsed. He just did the yoinky splinky really hard, and it collapsed the fabric of reality.
I suppose so. Anything's possible with
Ubanai
Spider
frightens
Verse at this
General
point.
Yunin to death with a cotton candy lobster. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. I feel like she would be terrified. The caveman sets an explosive off, killing Death. Ha, bro. Wow.
Um,
Well, Death is
wait.
dead. The entire all of pataphysics chucks water at Genya and waits for it to oil, causing Genya to phase through the ground and into the void. I don't think this was a fair fight.
Yeah, no.
Jinbei and Mogami fight for a bag, and Mogami strangles Jinbei with the straps and runs. Mogami's literally a ghost, so I don't really know if that's really an effective strategy on either end. Heavy turns Bulgarian. Oh, it's so over.
They've take they've taken Heavy's greatest weapon, his accent, for meme material. Like it's
Truly. Soldier TF2 attempts to ratio L on Twitter, but is counter ratioed and dies from embarrassment. This is in character. That I can totally
yeah,
imagine.
100%. If Soldier lost that kind of battle that was so easy, like he would.
And L is like a detective, right? Like he's super smart. He knows like he'd know when he come back to that.
Right.
The shoe bill turns Bulgarian. Oh well, but now we're just doomed. Joseph
Yeah.
Joestar foolishly invests all his money into a cryptocurrency scam, losing it swiftly. He turns to bath salts to cope and dies of an overdose. Tanjiro catches Barbie off guard and kills her. Mon Mothma accidentally
I
thinks
mean,
too hard and wipes her brain. Yeah, Tanjiro catching
um,
Barbie off guard and killing her would not be a difficult feat.
that's not difficult. It's just out of character.
It's very out of character. Mon Mothma is accidentally thinks too hard and wipes her brain.
Sounds like it should be accurate, but I don't know.
I guess she like she just can't stand thinking about her shitty marriage anymore. It just becomes too much. Her brain just like auto wipes. Muzan punches Hector so hard that he flies around the entire world and hits Muzan from behind. Both die on impact.
Based. That's amazing. Best outcome.
Hector Hector was flying around the world so fast that he Oh, I know how Muzan died from this. Okay, Hector, he's from Mexico, right? He had the
Yes.
Mexico filter energy in him, which means that when he collided with Muzan, it automatically just like covered him in sun energy.
He became his own bomb.
Truly. He had a Nichiren bomb strapped to his wheelchair the whole time. It was just counting down while he was flying around the entire world.
Oh, could you imagine if we
Ding 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 ding.
finally get to hear Muzan scream like they build it up the same way they built Gus's? That would be so fucking.
That'd be really cool.
If I sound like
Denji
I'm getting
constructs a
like
Rube Gold.
sorry. If I sound like I'm getting if I like get quiet at a few points, I'm just trying to going back and forth a little bit. I have this drawing project I have
Yeah, I
been
mean, honestly,
sitting
I'm
on.
kind of tired myself. I'd honestly like a little bit sick.
Mm. Yeah,
So I don't blame you.
I've had that a little. So
Then she constructs a
I
Rube
if it sounds
Goldberg
like
machine to eliminate Doma. Standing at the other edge of the arena from his... I'm not reading the whole thing out. But, like,
I don't
hey,
know what a Rube
Denji, you did a
Goldberg
civil
machine.
service. It's
Yeah,
like a really, really
I don't know.
complicated machine that has, like, several steps just to accomplish a simple task. So, like, this is
Okay,
like a really complicated killing mechanism.
so the chances that it does kill Doma are low, but not zero.
Not zero, because obviously it did happen. It drops an anvil on him. I guess a
Yeah,
Nichiren anvil. The Nichiren anvil just, like, clean slices his head right off. There's, like, a blade on the bottom of
yeah,
it. Or just, like, crushes his entire head, and that still takes him out.
I could see
And
that.
Nimona grabs a shovel. Doc Ock and Sandy Cheeks team up to burn Dr. Phage at the stake. Ken takes a sickle from inside the cornucopia. Willow is consumed by the moon. Olaf depicts
Oh
Bear, the
man.
ultimate face puncher, as the soy jacket himself as the Chad. The Vigilante and Peppino Spaghetti fight for a bag. Peppino Spaghetti bakes some treats. Lego Ida writes Urokodaki's name in the Death Note, and Urokodaki explodes. The fact that Lego Ida is
Wait.
doing this.
Yeah.
That's just inherently funny. Pizza Head sets an explosive off, killing Aoi. Miles Edgeworth retrieves a trident from inside the cornucopia. Drake clutches a first aid kit and runs away. Penny Parker runs away from the cornucopia. Naki May grabs the sword. A scout says explode while in the vicinity of Brook, instantly turning him into a mushroom cloud. Aki finds a backpack full of camping equipment. Frankie frightens Toichiro to death with a cotton candy lobster. Seuss stabs Karen with a tree branch, and Nico Robin writes Josuke's name in the Death Note. However, a mining spelling error. However, a minor spelling error causes nothing to happen. Pacifica Northwest uses the Wuxi fingerhold to send Dr. Yan to the spirit realm. Oh, god damn it.
Huh.
God damn it. Pepperman bashes Usopp's
Hey.
head in with a mace. The fact that Usopp's head is like leaking blood in this image makes this 10 times funnier.
Oh damn.
Anyway, Sho stays at the cornucopia for resources. And that's the end of the bloodbath.
Right. Oh my god, we're fine through it.
I honestly kind of want to end the stream here for now, because, like, we've been going for, like, 2
Honestly,
hours.
yeah, because I will say I like doing these streams of hanging out with guys, but the so many characters in bloodbaths that it gets to a point I'm like, God, how much longer? And I
I
know
know, right?
sometimes
It does feel like that to me.
and I know sometimes it stalls because we're just talking a lot, but it's still a lot all through
Oh, it's
regardless.
so
So
much. It's so much. I think we should pause the stream here, and then, like, we can maybe resume it later when, like, someone else shows up. I don't know. Like,
yeah, that might not be me
if
in that
no
case
one else...
because I
Yeah,
have
if...
family plans.
Probably
Eh,
Lobato.
no, we
Most likely. But if
okay.
Lobato can't show up, I'll probably just, like, resume the stream and then end the stream immediately. Like, I'll just do, like, a quick outro. Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah, I think
I feel
I
like I
think
have to eat
I've
soon
got some.
because I kind of feel...
Yeah.
kind of shitty at the moment. See, I take these minerals and vitamins along with my meal, but if I don't time it right, they kind of, like, make me feel really bad. So
Ah. Yeah.
that might be why. So if I eat something, like, that might solve that problem. So I should probably go and, like, eat dinner.
Okay. Yeah. You do you, man. I'm good to back out. If this was already so much, and there were such funny rules and questions in here, I'm like,
Yeah,
okay,
pretty much. I
this was
think we
pretty
got a
good.
good amount done. Thank you for coming on.
All right. Of course. Thanks
I'll
for
see you next time.
watching. Anybody in chat there still? Fucking.
There are currently 3 people in chat.
Oh, well, 3 people's enough for me. Check out
Yeah,
my
true.
channel if you talk more. I am Elephant Power Productions, and I just put out a new video talking about Mordo
Mordo?
from
Is it
Doctor
the Mordo
Strange.
one? It was a really good
Yeah,
video, by
so
the
if
way.
anybody, thank you.
I
So
watched it
if
myself.
anybody's
You should
interested in
check out... I
that,
should
feel free
plug...
to.
I'll actually plug your channel in the stream chat. Hold on a second.
Sweet, thanks.
Right. I will just go to my subscriptions tab, and I should probably find it very fast because you made that video quite recently.
Yeah,
Right.
it's and then I have
Uh,
and then I'm gonna be making one more video to end for December. It's gonna be a little different from some of the others because it's about a
I have another
graphic
video in the
novel
works
and
too.
not a movie or show, but it is relevant tech content because character. So I'm very curious to see what people think because it's a DC character that I like no hyperbole. I guarantee that next to nobody knows that like next to nobody has even heard of if they haven't read the book. So
Yeah, that
I'm
that that
curious to
wouldn't
see how well
surprise me at all.
the video does. But yeah, I'm gonna go then. So thanks for shouting out my
Yeah, I'm
channel
gonna.
or helping to
I
shout it
will.
out.
Okay, there we go. Kev talks Multiverse of
Hello
Madness
and
is Mordo mishandling. Okay. I'll
there.
just go to your channel. You have a perfect 100 subscribers. That's very clean. Okay. Let me
Oh,
go to my stream
sweet!
chat.
Finally,
Yeah,
wondering when that
it
happened
appears
was.
so.
All right, I'll
All
see
right,
you
I just
around then.
posted your channel
Take care, man.
and yep. You too. Peace.
You.
All right, I'm gonna end the stream for now. Thanks everyone for watching. I'll hopefully be back later tonight, to resume the stream. For now, it's just gonna be paused. So if we can't organize, if we can't continue the stream tonight, I'm just gonna call it quits. Or if I'm not feeling better, I might also avoid doing the stream again. So, yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys. I'll see you next time. Hopefully later tonight.